A single fake Google review can cost your business thousands of dollars in lost revenue every single month. And most people have no idea how to actually even get one removed. And generally speaking, the advice that you find online is very surface level. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact process you can use to remove fake Google reviews, including the details most people miss. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I want to walk you through these steps to get fake Google reviews removed. And let's just jump right in. Why fake Google reviews are so damaging. So Google reviews are the first trust signals that most prospects see when they research your business. Before they visit your site, before they're booking a call, before they even walk into your store, they see your star rating and read the top reviews. A single one-star review from a competitor or someone who's never even used your service can pull your average rating down significantly, especially if you don't even have a large volume of reviews to begin with. So a business at 4.9 stars converts dramatically better than one with, let's say, a 4.1 or 4.2. So at the end of the day, fake reviews aren't just hurting your feelings, but they're actually costing you revenue every single day they remain live. So there's a couple steps we can follow here. Step one is going to be to claim your Google business profile first. And I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. So if you just type Google business profile, and then you just kind of go through and fill out the fields as you move along to setting up your business. Most business owners don't even have this set up. And oftentimes Google will auto-populate profiles for businesses based on public information, which means your profile might even exist without you ever creating it. But claiming your profile is free, takes about 10 minutes. So I would head on over, get that taken care of. And Google will verify you as the owner. And once you're verified, you then get access to the tools you need to flag reviews, respond to customers, manage the information that Google displays about your business. Without a claimed profile, you're basically trying to fight a fire without a fire extinguisher. So step number two is going to be to report reviews internally through your profile. So once your profile is claimed, the first level of removal is Google's internal flagging function. And now here's a quick example. This is just a random cleaning company I found online just to show you guys what I'm talking about. So you'll see we have the reviews listed out here and then those three dots. Just click on those three dots, report review, and you'll see that there's quite a few different categories we can report this review for. So low quality information, profanity, harmful, bullying, or harassment. List goes on, right? And so this is going to be the easiest and fastest option for you right now. So if we just say, let's say they use profanity, right? And then we could even submit that. And this is just an external way. You'll go to the Google Business Profile Help, and then you'll click on Help Center, and then you'll find the Manager Google Business Reviews. It's going to ask me to confirm my email, of course. I'm just going to go ahead and confirm that. And here it is. It's already got the company pulled up here. But you can, if you have multiple companies, you can also search and find the one that you're trying to get a review removed for. Now, here's the reality, though. Internal flagging alone rarely gets a review removed unless it clearly violates Google's obvious policies like profanity or a link to another website. So most fake reviews are worded carefully enough to slip through. So the internal flag is a starting point, not necessarily a solution for you. If it actually worked reliably, I don't think anybody would be watching this video. Step number three is going to be report externally to Google's content removal teams. So this is where the real work happens. Google has a separate content removal process outside of the internal flagging function. You submit a formal case directly through Google's reviews management tool at business.google.com under the review section or through Google's official report content page. This routes directly to Google's content removal team. And every case you submit generates a case ID. Now, that case ID is going to be your lifeline. It lets you follow up, speak to different agents, escalates if the first response is a rejection, and it kind of builds a paper trail for you. Now, what are some of the grounds that actually work? So not every fake review is going to come down. Google needs a valid reason to act, and the ones that actually work are specific. So here are the most effective grounds to build your case on. Number one, it's going to be personal information exposure. So if the review reveals someone's private information, phone number, address, that's a strong policy violation. Number two, defamation. If the review makes false factual claims that damage your reputation, that's going to be grounds for removal as well. This is especially strong if you can prove the claim is objectively untrue. If you can demonstrate that the reviewer never actually used your service, never bought your product, that's going to be one of the strongest cases you can make. So no transaction records, no customer file, no history of engagement. If they were never your customer, they should not be leaving you a review. Number 3 is going to be competitor sabotage. So if you have evidence that the review is from a competitor or is part of a coordinated attack, Google's policies explicitly prohibit conflict of interest reviews. And number 4 is going to be fake photos. If a review includes images that are clearly stolen from stock photo sites or unrelated to your business, that's another angle to attack. You can flag the photos separately from the review itself, and the stronger the evidence you attach to your case, the higher your success rate. It's going to be screenshots, timestamps, customer records, anything that proves your case beyond your word. And another interesting point here is going to be the 4-week window that nobody's actually talking about. So there's a detail about Google review removal that most people never mention. The age of the review matters. Reviews that are flagged within the first 4 weeks of being posted have a significantly higher removal rate than reviews that have been sitting on your profile for months or even years. The reason is pretty straightforward here. So a newer review has less established authority in Google's system, hasn't accumulated engagement, it hasn't been marked as helpful by other users just yet, and it hasn't become part of the historical profile that Google tries to preserve. It's easier to remove because it's easier to justify removing. The practical takeaway is pretty much going to be speed here. So the moment you see a fake review appear, act on it. Do not wait to see if it'll go away on its own, because it's probably not going to. Don't sit on it while you think about how to respond. Think of it in this way: every week that passes is going to lower your odds of getting it removed. So this is why brand monitoring matters so much. And here's kind of a bonus tip: why Google Ads clients get better results. So if you're running Google Ads, you are a paying Google customer, and that changes how Google treats your removal requests. Advertisers get access to different levels of support, faster response times, and often more receptive agents when they submit content removal cases. Now, by all means, I'm not saying this is fair. It certainly isn't, but it is the reality of how the platform operates. So if you're already spending on Google Ads, use that as leverage. Reference your ad account when you submit removal requests. Mention that you're an active advertiser. It shouldn't make a difference, but in practice, it actually often does. And now, if you're not currently running Google Ads, this isn't a reason to start. I'm not trying to endorse Google Ads here, but if you are, just know that you have that card most non-advertisers do not have access to. Now, why do most businesses fail at this? Most businesses fail at Google review removal for one simple reason. They submit one case in their lifetime. Google review removal is a volume game. Firms that submit hundreds of cases per month learn exactly how to word each case, which grounds get results, and how to respond when a case is denied. That experience alone compounds, and it directly translates to a higher success rate. So if you tried and failed to remove a fake Google review yourself, that's going to be normal. It's not a skill issue. It's nothing against you. It's just an experience issue. So if you want help removing a fake Google review, or you simply don't have the time to do it yourself, there's going to be a link in the description below. We've raised hundreds of cases and removed hundreds of Google reviews on behalf of our clients. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you liked it and found it helpful. If you did, hit that like button, comment what you'd like to see more of, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.